I never realized human beings have a hoarding problem until I realized how much we like to save. Now save your question, comments, and concerns till the end. Like you save the best for last. Think of it like window shopping. Return to cart and save for later, like you're saving your energy to generate at a specific time, because time flies. But we got gravity. And if we stay grounded and focused, it can save us time at the end, like progress saved on a drive back to memory lane. The dichotomy of saving a precious life from a fire and saving for a rainy day. And saving your tears by cutting off the faucets of your feelings to save the planet. Yet the world stops when they save you food. Like, yes, because you out here saving lives. The phrase should take notes. And of course, save before exiting to the left. Save your apologies and save me your lies. But when Christians say they're saved, what does that mean? What are they saved from? Hey guys, I'm B.lovD and welcome to SPM, aka Short Poem Meditation. We're going to talk about being saved. hmm 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 That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that. We are because as believers, we'll say it, like I'm saved. I am saved by the blood of the Lamb. I am saved and delivered, But what exactly does that mean? Um, why did we need to be saved? What were we saved from? Like, how was I saved? Was that the only way that I could be saved? Like, why is saved associated with Jesus? Can being saved be associated in any other religion? Why are other religions saying stuff like this? Like, we're saved. First thing I want to tackle is this idea that we were saved from hell. That's not necessarily correct. It's not necessarily right. It's like a supporting detail in the correct answer, but it itself is not the correct answer. We were not saved from the devil, Satan, Lucifer, demons, whatever. Like that's not what we were saved from. That's not who we were saved from. That's not why we are saved. A non-factor. That is what the devil is in the plan of Jesus. A whole non factor. Jesus wasn't concerned about the devil. He did not motivate this plan. He was not a factor within the plan. There were no thoughts of him dying on the cross were not to squander the devil's plans. It was not to cancel the devil's plans. Who cares about his plans? I don't know if we fully understand that he is already defeated. And the defeat wasn't Jesus dying on the cross and resurrecting again. I know that's gonna rub some people. It's gonna rub some people. I know that. Like I'm literally telling you, he's a non-factor. Like it's a whole non-factor. The devil's already defeated. Already. Death, where is your power? Grave, where is your sting? Like there's nothing, there's nothing that'd be like, oh, the devil's powerless now. No. No. Like non-fact, like not like literally a non-factor. Literally a non-factor. Okay, so then why did Jesus die? What exactly are we saved from? Jesus died to satisfy the wrath of God. What were we saved from? The wrath of God. From the wrath of God. We needed to be saved from the wrath of God. Let's go. We gonna go into that. We gonna break that down. We gonna break it. I'm trying to do T-Pain. I can't. We gonna break that down. All right. So looking into Romans 5:8. Since therefore we have now been justified by his blood, so much more shall we be saved by him from the wrath of God. So God created everything, had a plan for everything, a purpose for all things. Boom, there it is. It is good, 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 it is very good. It is good, you know. And God spoke to the man and the woman and said, you can eat from any tree of the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For on the day you eat of it, you will surely die. Right? Right? That was the word of God. Adam and Eve, they went, they ate it, and what happened? They died. We went over that in the last SPM, right? They died. We have to remember the nature of God. One, God is God. Period. Right? God is faithful. God is righteous. God is holy. You know? And so we have to take all these things into account. God being a righteous God. I think we downplay that. I want to call it a trait, just for the lack of a better word. I think we downplay that. I don't think we understand how beautiful it is to have one who is all powerful, all knowing, right? And for him to be righteous. Because you have to think about it. There are people, if you were to give them full power, they're mischievous, they're out here doing whatever they want. But the fact that God is righteous, it means that he is upright. It means that he is just, right? It means that he is lawful, you know. You can trust one like that. And that is who God is. That is who God is. And so God being righteous, God being this righteous judge, he sees sin, he knows sin, he sees the evidence of it. Here's the case that is before him, and he has the obligation to judge righteously, to judge it correctly, to be just. It's like sometimes we want God to overlook wrong, but only in our cases, for the most part. Like if it's against us, we we be like, bro, bring down the hammer, But in other situations, like it wasn't that bad. I didn't do. It was just fruit. It was da da da. God didn't say like, hey, since it's fruit, I'm gonna just give you a tap on the wrist. Like, no, the consequence to this is death. And that is the consequence to all sin. We're not here to weigh it. We're not here to go, this is big, this one's small. This is sin is sin. Sin is sin. And all sin births death. All sin requires death. All sin is worthy of the death penalty. And God is righteous, and he judges against all sin. And so us being sinners, we are guilty and we are deserving of death. Because God is a righteous God, he will not overlook wrong. He will not overlook guilt. Stop and think about it. If you're watching a show, there's a judge. Man, we even gotta watch a show. We could talk real life. Judges out here throwing out evidence, overlooking evidence, just saying, just going with whatever you want, and letting guilty people go free. We all see this stuff, and we all are enraged because that's not justice. That is wrong. And see, that right there, that enrages us because we understand that that's not justice. We have to also understand that God views justice and he honors justice, and he's not going to ignore what is wrong. But while he sees this, while he is righteous, while he is faithful to who he is, because he cannot be unrighteous, because that's for him to deny who he is. And when he denies who he is, he's no longer God, right? He is righteous, but he sees that the ones who are worthy of the death penalty are the ones he loves the most. So now I cannot overlook justice. I cannot sweep this wrong under the rug. But what I can do is I can go in their place. What I can do is send my son. Like, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That's why Jesus came on earth. That's why Jesus died on the cross. That's why Jesus resurrected. And that is why we are saved. Because the righteous wrath of God has been satisfied. Jesus drank from that cup that was meant for us. And so when God looks at us, he doesn't see our sin anymore. We have been forgiven. Listen, we have been declared righteous. We have been declared just. We have been justified. So when you say you are saved, understand that it is all the love of God. It brings you to recognize the righteousness of God, how God truly puts his word above his name, how God in his character is constant, how he is a good God, how he is a loving God, how he is a God willing to sacrifice all for us to be saved. That is a reason right there to rejoice and to give him praise. So we are saved. We are saved. And it's by the grace and the love of God. Remember to always allow yourself to be loved by God. Allow yourself to be loved by self, and allow yourself to be loved by others. See you guys later.